somewhere down the line, I asked whether TONTO DIKEH had anything to do with this demolition, or she was just doing it for clouds. And that's exactly what KPOKPOGRI told me. She has nothing to do with it. It was just doing it for clout. TONTO, you were very vocal about the demolition, as if you had something to do with it. A lot of people attacked you on that you were rejoicing and all that stuff. Now, it's up to you what you want to do, TONTO. But to come out on social media today and says that Na Ugungo help you put me back to jail. You didn't put me to jail. Pastor Biomi arrested me because he said I defamed him in an article I did not even publish or write.
Chai, my people, wahala, they say e no too much. Hey, hey. My people, Tonto DK versus S lover, wey happen to be KPOKPOGRI this time again. My people, know say last week ago when we all come here, when KPOKPOGRI come cry out to social media say he no know wetin happen, or like he know the no government no evil inform him, they just carry caterpillar come e house, come destroy e house. We all wanna see that video also. I see block that video come here, but right now my people, this kEMI or Oluloyo comes they let us they know some kind things for here, because Tonto DK now don dey react against this woman, because the way this woman also take talk about this Tonto DK, because I know say when the matter just happen, Tonto DK come dey happy, like she come dey happy say hand don meet her enemy. Now there's so many people also they come still dey against that video, against that post also, wey be say Tonto DK call drop for her. My people, not be smart, you are not go talk too much for inside this video. Make I just drop this video for now, make una listen to wetin this kEMI or Oluloyo go dey talk about for here, because so many people dey feel say Tonto DK get hand for inside KPOKPOGRI matter, like inside that building where they come scatter for KPOKPOGRI home. So KPOKPOGRI now they let us they know for here also say Tonto DK no know one, she no know to say na just she want just catch fun, like catch cruise, based on say this matter don't happen like this. Anyway, my people, make una leave una positive comment below the comment section what una think about this whole matter where they on ground. So I make una still help me like and share this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel, turn on the bell notification icon so that whenever I bring a new gist, you will be the first person to be notified by YouTube. Bye bye.
On NDLEA Spaces on Twitter. And last week, I was the one that co-hosted the entire show. I even made myself the chairman of the NDLEA for 2 hours. And that's the only reason I'm doing this. Now, it's World Mental Health Awareness Month, May. And when it comes to mental health awareness, I've been on several media outlets. I've been on BBC, I've been on Ray Power. I've done a lot of media interviews in the last 3 weeks alone. And all I'm trying to say basically is that I want the world to be well. And I discovered that Tonto DK's ex-house was demolished. And I wanted to know his opinion on what happened. I wanted to know the story. So I brought it up under mental health awareness, because I heard that somebody in that house was almost killed. The house girl that was in the boys' quarters. The block that they hit from the demolition hit her on this side of the head. Someone like that would have PTSD for a long time, post-traumatic stress disorder. And so I interviewed KPOKPOGRI on Instagram Live. And somewhere down the line, I asked whether Tonto DK had anything to do with this demolition, or she was just doing it for clouds. And that's exactly what KPOKPOGRI told me. She has nothing to do with it. It was just doing it for clout. Tonto, you were very vocal about the demolition, as if you had something to do with it. A lot of people attacked you on that you were rejoicing and all that stuff. Now, it's up to you what you want to do, Tonto. But to come out on social media today and says that Na Ugungo help you put me back to jail. You didn't put me to jail. Pastor Biomi arrested me because he said I defamed him in an article I did not even publish or write. Obviously, you can see what happened. Pastor Biomi withdrew his case. My charges were never dropped. He withdrew his case once he saw the proof, and the case ended right there. The experience I had from 6 months in prison is not one to joke about. I developed PTSD. I watched people executed as SARS before I got to prison and saw all the different people that were killed or murdered inside the prison. I came out very ill. and I did a GoFundMe for people to donate to my GoFundMe. The GoFundMe that I did attracted a lot of people. Tonto, you sent me 200,000 and I appreciated you. And that's about it. But for you to bring it out 5 years later to say that we should open a new GoFundMe for her and that you will send me back to jail is tasteless. A lot of people have come to me in the past, even in the present, telling me that you wrote something that you want to be an NDLEA ambassador and that they should test you for drugs. Okay, I'm not an NDLEA ambassador. I don't work for the NDLEA. I don't have any contract with them. I'm just a simple person in the community, okay, putting my advocacy out there on what I did in the United States to do it again 30 years later in my country. And they say charity begins at home, Tonto. But to put those kinds of posts out there, does kEMI want you to talk to you? I don't want to talk to you about anything. A lot of people tell me that you carry drug paraphernalia around in your pocketbook. Somebody told me they came to your office or you came to their office, something of the sort, and you dropped something in your bag, drug paraphernalia, pipes used to smoke methamphetamine, pipes used to smoke weed, shisha, all kinds of stuff. Well, you want the NDLEA to test you, right? That you're not on drugs. It goes beyond that. Okay, ambassadorship for brands, okay, for foods, for cosmetics, for a lot of things out there is not the same as being an ambassador who can spread the message of drug abuse to young people. A couple of days ago, a young couple had drug-fueled sex. They died. Many people didn't even believe me when I was reporting this. But the school in Ibadan, Polytechnic, has confirmed that and released a statement to the Nigerian Tribune. If you're a doctor and you retire from being a doctor, you are still a doctor. You may not be practicing anymore. I am still a journalist. I may have retired, but I have a lot of work I'm doing at my online school, 22222, 2222 Media School on Twitter. I teach students on Zoom every day, enrolled students, and I tweet what I taught them. I'm still a journalist, Tonto. I have the right to do an interview on my platform, and that interview was a wellness-based interview, especially what happened to KPOKPOGRI, his 19-year-old daughter, and the house girl who almost got killed when the bulldozer end of the backhoe hit the wall, and they didn't know somebody was in there. So for you to put my name out there saying that you want to take me to jail or start another GoFundMe for me, it's just clout. I'm not going to take it personally. A couple of people told me you can never pass a drug test. Tonto, stop using drugs if you're still on drugs. Join me in my campaign against drug abuse prevention and be a very good citizen that can emulate good things instead of mocking my prison detention. And yes, I'm going to open another GoFundMe very soon because I want to go to schools across the country. I need money for that. I've been asking schools to send me a driver or send me an Uber. I live in the Sangotedo-Aja area, and I have a school in Ikorodu that really wants me to come and talk. It costs almost 15,000 naira to go to Ikorodu from this end and back. With the traffic, the Uber, that's how much it costs. Who's going to pay that money? So I need to raise funds, and I'm going to start a GoFundMe. Thanks for giving me that idea because I need it so I can reach out to people. I can get materials made that I can hand out to students and even snacks. Anyone that has a snack company, please consider donating snacks to me so I can give it out in schools instead of drugs, which most people give out to our students on the streets. That's all I have to say right now, Tonto. Please, if you want to contribute to ending drug abuse prevention, join me. And stop using my prison detention to mock me because I interviewed your ex-boyfriend. Had nothing to do with you. Thanks for listening, everybody. I appreciate it. I'm Dr. Kemi Olunloyo. I'll let you know when the GoFundMe opens. If you want to send a donation to help me with my drug abuse prevention and the campaign I'm doing for 1 year, I'll post the account numbers. I've always been one to beg for money and crowdfund whatever I'm doing, and I'm going to continue doing it. Thanks for listening.